PD Beats here for Pop Turnative. How's everyone doing? It's so good to see everyone.
Oh man, it's Spongy Bobs. Spongy Bobs is in the house with PD Beats.
Bill, it's good to see you again. We spoke last year.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. Super Bowl 58 live from Bikini Bottom. I mean, here's the thing. The Super Bowl is the best teams are competing for the Super Bowl. It's fitting that the best animated TV show of all time, SpongeBob SquarePants, is involved with this, right? Can we agree with that?
I love you, PD Beats.
It's Kismet.
Tom, it's interesting because, I always saw that crossover between sports, pop culture, music, and everything. When you first started playing SpongeBob SquarePants, voicing this character, did you immediately see that kind of crossover and being immersed in that, like pop culture, sports, or that kind of happened a little later on?
I know it's all kind of connected, like everything's connected, right? But not to get too philosophical, but the cartoons, when you do them, when you do them for a living, when you voice them, they kind of happen in the studio and it takes them 9 months or a year to make it. So it kind of happens kind of separately from regular pop culture. And then it kind of, especially when a show is new, like SpongeBob was 25 years ago, and it gets launched out there. And then if you're lucky, it kind of becomes a part of the pop culture firmament, and then you have bands that want to be on it, and like well-known actors that want to be a part of it, and then like now the NFL and Nickelodeon wanting to merge and go, hey, maybe we can take these two big things that we both have and merge them into something cool and new and different that might attract a new audience to both things. So. Yeah. That's a very interesting question, but yeah, cartoons kind of happen in a vacuum until they go out there, and then they either sink or swim, no pun intended. But luckily ours swam, and and who knows why one swims and one sinks, but yeah, it's weird to be a part of that web.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely,
of pop culture.
Yeah, Carolyn,
if it was the two worst teams, would it be the Pooper Bowl? Sorry.
Carolyn, is Sandy going to do some karate? Because that's my favorite episode of all time of SpongeBob.
Karate, me. Hiya!
I still love that episode.
Well, there will be. Petey, I'm guessing there will be some big foam rubber hands and fingers in the stadium, so we can do it. They wear that when they do the karate. So,
absolutely. I still think about hot sauce every time I think about that episode.
Really, really hot.
So Carolyn, I just want to ask, when you first are cast to voice Sandy Cheeks, I'm sure it's just kind of like, excited about the opportunity, kind of taking it one day by day. But, we have seen Sandy and a lot of other characters in a lot of different things, movies, kind of showing up, crossovers and everything. When do you start thinking about that, where there's going to be more kind of opportunities to voice this character? Because that always is interesting to me.
I just think it blows my mind. Like all these years, every time there's a new opportunity to do a new whatever it is, a video game, movie, whatever, Super Bowl, I'm like, what? What? Really? We're gonna, okay. Like it will never get old. Will continue to surprise me. Like I'm never not going to be surprised at where this is going.
Yeah, absolutely. I know.
It's real.
It's really crazy. And Bill, we talked about it a bit last time as well. With coach and everything. You are a big kind of football fan and everything. What's it like to continue to kind of be part of this kind of CBS Nickelodeon kind of crossover? Because this is not the first time, Pat, we have seen Patrick Starr doing some color commentary. It's exciting. What's that like to be part of it, continuing on, like doing it again and again?
Well, as a second time, I was so terrified last year just because to do something live in character, responding in some time of, albeit goofy as all get out, also with some kind of coherence. I didn't know what to expect. And really, I was so happy to discover how game Noah Eagle and Nate Burleson were. They just want to have fun. and they enjoy because they're actually real broadcasters, and they enjoy the alternative approach to presenting something as serious as football.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so we get to have fun with that, and that's a lot of joy there. And we really look forward to the children and their families enjoying it together.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's a great part of it. And I haven't met either Nate or Noah yet, but I would guess that their attitude is the same as ours. Like, wow, I've got this job that I do. I've gotten pretty okay at it, pretty good at it through default, and now I get to do it in a whole new way, in a whole different milieu that kind of, pluses it, makes it, it's that thing that I love, that I do every day that I love, but kind of well, I don't want to say on steroids, but times 10. But it's it's kind of amazing. Like it's, I would guess like for them, because they're so good at it and they do it all the time, that feeling of, oh, cool, now I get to be with Patrick and SpongeBob and Sandy and cartoon characters. It's kind of like that feeling you would get when you'd go into school and then you'd see the substitute teacher and the projector, and you're just like, oh, great. Well, there's a sub and we're going to watch a movie today. This is cool.
Well, I did really want to say this when I got this interview confirmed. It's a good segue. Is, I grew up with SpongeBob SquarePants, and, there were a lot of tough times in, high school and everything, with bullying and everything. And I do have to say quickly, having SpongeBob SquarePants there for you, it really helped for a lot of tough times. So I did want to say thank you all specifically.
That's the nicest thing you could say. Thank you.
It really helped, and it really kind of like did a lot of amazing things, and it really motivated you because, tough times with bullying and everything. So I just wanted to say thank you, seriously.
Yeah. And all, you're, I hear that from time to time, and we hear it from time to time. It's so gratifying that like this funny, goofy thing also had that kind of unseen superpower that it could help people out that were going through tough, hard things. And also in terms of bullying and stuff like that, like Sandy and SpongeBob and Patrick are all total outcasts, like outsiders, like they just are authentically who they are, and they don't really care what anybody thinks.
But it was a superpower, putting it on Nickelodeon, and then like everything was good, right? It really was like a superpower at times.
That's so nice, man. That's great to hear.
Absolutely. Very quickly before we wrap up, I do want to pull in, Sandy, Patrick, and SpongeBob quickly for their Super Bowl predictions. Sandy, do you have a prediction? Are you going for the 49ers? Or are you going for the Chiefs?
I'm just going for a good game. I just want a good game, y'all. Keep it clean. Have fun.
Patrick Starr, what about you?
Well, I just want the people that know how to add up the scores to be the winners, because I get really confused how they decide how many points.
SpongeBob, what about you?
Well, I'm going to make a bold prediction and say that team, what team is it with the big guys and the logo on the helmet? They're going to win. They're going to take it home. Yeah, that team.
I know those guys.
Yeah. I got
Tom,
money on the guys with the helmets and the muscles.
Tom, very quickly, I did want to say, I hope you get this reference. I went to Virginia Beach this summer, and what was I doing? I was stepping on the beach.
Stepping on the beach. Doot, doot, doot. Stepping on the beach. Doot, doot, doot. Oh, see, I got hung up on the Virginia part. I'm like, I was like, Virginia. There's a clue. There's a clue here.
Virginia Beach. But
like a Jeopardy question.
Super Bowl 58 live from Bikini Bottom. So excited for everyone to check it out. Bill, Tom, Carolyn, it was seriously an honor and privilege to speak to all of you. Thank you so much for your time.
We love you.
Thank you.
Awesome, man.
This is so great. Thanks.
Thank you for tuning in to Popternative. Make sure to check out our past episodes of Popternative on YouTube.
This has been an Autograph Communications production.